I might have to take a second. These have done a flip-flop.
Oh, really? I'm getting like a powdered sugar note on this one now that's smelling pretty dang good.
All right. Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Erin.
And we are back with another head-to-head matchup where we draw a pair of samples that have been paired up from our blind sample pool, and we taste them totally at random so that you get the most honest opinions possible.
Yep.
What you're going to see us do is we're going to taste each one, give you some first impressions, spend a little time with each glass, get some ratings together, find out the price, see if that changes our ratings before we find out what we're drinking. At the end of the day, how we spend our money matters the most to us, probably matters a whole heck of a lot to you as well. That's why we rate everything based on the taste and the price before we find out what's in the glass. Yep. That said, let's go ahead and get into glass one. Can't wait. Looking forward to this.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
This smells like bacon frying in whiskey.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I was getting that so badly. This to me smells like this banana cherry mix-up, mashup.
Not getting that.
Smells kind of bright syrupy. There's like a cherry syrup, and then there's like a little bit of a touch of a banana.
Are we smelling the same thing?
That's what yeah. I mean, I didn't make any mistakes pouring. I can promise you that. Yeah. All right, let's get it on the palate and see what we're working with.
So on first sip, I got a hint at the very front of that pink stuff that janitors in schools put down.
They know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? And then after that, the finish, it kind of had a smoky finish to me. Not smoked, but almost like maybe barbecue.
Interesting.
I don't know.
So you're getting bacon frying and whiskey on the nose.
Yeah.
And then on the palate, you're getting the pink stuff that janitors put down and smokiness.
Yeah, or like barbecue-ness.
Yeah. So the barbecue-y note that you're getting, I'm getting it on the back end as well.
Yeah.
Barrel char. Like it tastes like charred wood, a little bit of charred oak. It's not very strong. It's not, I wouldn't call it smoky at all.
Well, it was like a whiff. But now I'm getting like fruitiness.
Yeah. That is what is at the forefront of this glass to me.
Like a mango.
Everything that was on the nose carried over to the palate to me. Cherry syrup, like those bright red cherries, like that syrup that's in the jar with them, that's in there. And somebody drizzled it over a piece of a banana, and you ate that with the banana and the cherry syrup.
I'm getting mango.
It's pretty, I can see that. It's like, it's bright.
Kind of good.
It has a brightness to it. It's a little sharp, a little astringent.
A little bit.
Not
I can
loving
smell that on the nose.
Yeah, I'm not loving that about it, but flavor-wise, it's pretty enjoyable, pretty sweet. I would say if you like sweet bourbon, it tastes a lot like bourbon. If you like sweet bourbon, fruity type sweet bourbon, this would be kind of in your wheelhouse. Yeah. Let's get into glass two on the nose and see how it compares. Okay. Let's say what we're working with and how it compares. Let's see.
Aside from the ethanol I'm getting from the glass, I'm getting caramel.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it now. I'm like always checking myself.
Yeah, caramel was missing from the first glass for me, for my preferences.
Yeah, I agree.
It's here in the second glass. And that's probably the biggest difference right on first sniff between the two of them. Yeah. Is just there's like a sugary, like a brown sugary type of sweetness, but it's more of like, how do they make caramel? Is it brown sugar that you burn, or is it white sugar? No, I think it's sugar.
I think it's white sugar that you burn and you caramelize it.
Okay. That's what's in here. There's also a touch of fruitiness as well, but it's more, the fruitiness is more vague, whereas this was more cherry banana. This fruitiness here is just, I can't even pinpoint what it is on first sniff, but it kind of seems like a little bit of like a strawberry or raspberry fruitiness.
Okay.
Leaning more raspberry because it's kind of got some richness to it, but I could go strawberry too. Let's get on the palate.
This is good. This I'm getting a little bit of like that cherry flavor, but it's not too strong. It's a medium amount.
Yeah, it's wild because the combination of the banana and cherry in glass one came across bright, like that cherry syrup, like the bright red cherry syrup. The strawberry raspberry on the nose turned into a little bit more of a cherry note on the palate here, but it's more of like the actual cherry fruit rather than the syrup itself. You're getting the caramels coming through. You're getting a nice balance of oak in there as well, whereas this one you got a little bit more barrel char on one.
I'm getting some barrel char on the second sip, but yeah.
Yeah, but I was getting like barrel char and bright wood on glass 1,
Yeah,
whereas
I
glass
agree.
2 has a little bit more depth to the oak to me. I need another sip though.
Definitely gets more oaky as you sip it.
Yeah.
I think the cherry flavor, the fruit flavor kind of goes down and the oak comes up.
Yeah. Agreed.
The
Yeah.
sun has gone down and the moon has come up.
And long ago somebody left with the cup.
Yes.
You could leave. I could leave with this cup and be happy.
Yeah.
I'll say that much.
It's true.
It's the sweetness in there is turned into like this little bit of sweet tarty type of sweetness, and that along with the way that it's balanced with the oak, I get that
Yeah.
sweet tarty sweetness on some things, and when there's no oak to back it up, it's kind of generally sickeningly sweet. Like it starts to get cloyingly sweet to me. There's enough oak in this glass to balance that out. I can't wait to spend some more time with these and compare them.
I'm also curious to see what the proof point on this glass is because it has built.
Yeah.
It feels like it might be above 100 proof, perhaps.
I think they're both around 100. We'll find out. We're going to spend some time. Be right back. Things got complicated. Things changed as we spent some time with them. That's exactly why we take that break to spend the time not talking to the camera. Where you at with these two? I actually don't know. I think we both had a very clear-cut front runner before the break, but where are we at now?
I had a very clear cut runner.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I had a very clear front runner before the break.
Mm-hmm.
I still have that same front runner, but the clarity is less.
So the margin of victory was
victory.
wider in the beginning, and then it has become closer as we've gone on.
As I've tasted it, as they've opened up, and as I've acclimated it and gone back and forth, the margin of victory has shrunk.
Yep. So which one do you prefer?
I prefer glass 2.
Okay. What's your ratings on both glasses?
So glass 1 for me gets just okay,
Okay.
and glass 2 gets a thumbs up.
I think I'm in the same place.
Yeah.
I did prefer glass 2 on first impressions. After we took some time with them, there was a lot of redeeming values in glass 1. I started getting this vanilla ice cream note that I really, really love. That made it very difficult for me, personally speaking. Yeah. But I do think glass 2 is something that I'm going to drink more often than glass 1.
Same.
I like them both, but you said you're just okay on glass 1 and thumbs up on glass 2. I'm going to go thumbs up on both. Okay. I like them both. Yeah. We don't know the price yet, so thumbs up means I like them. Just okay means I could take it or leave it. And I like this a little bit more than take it or leave it. Okay. So that's where I'm at. Let's find out the price on what we've been sipping first, and then we'll find out if that changes our ratings or not, which is always the most fun of these videos for us. So glass number 1 in our blind head-to-head key is number 39.
Okay.
And glass number 2 is number 40. So the price on glass 1 is
$30.
I'm going to stay a thumbs up on that. I think that's a fair price for what you're getting, and I like the bottle. I would like to buy a bottle of that.
May I try it one more time to see if I change my mind? Because the price is really good.
Yeah. I just said everything I was... Go ahead. I just said everything I was going to say, which would be great for stalling for time right now as you take a sip. But I think for what you're getting in that glass for $30, I'm happy with it.
I'm going to say it just okay. It's a good price.
Okay. Well, you're looking at the price on glass 2. What's that?
$50.
Oh. Okay. They're different enough that I'm going to stay thumbs up on both because this is a little bit more of a regular sipper. It's got a little bit more of that balanced oak influence, whereas glass 1 is just a little bit more bright and fruity. I honestly think if you like sweet whiskey, like sweet bourbon, you're probably going to prefer glass 1, period. Like, I think it's sweeter, it's brighter, it's going to appeal to more palates.
See, I was getting kind of smoky and savory on glass 1 and
that and
then drying oak.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Very different than what you're getting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're on different pages today, and that happens. Palates differ. Even our own palates differ day to day.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and find out where we're at. What are we sipping? You're just okay and thumbs up.
Yep.
Thumbs up on both. Glass number 1, our least preferred, although slightly, is
Jack Daniel's Bonded.
Oh, that checks out.
And it is
that little bit of a char note. Yeah.
100 proof.
Yeah. Glass 2.
E.H. Taylor Small Batch, Bottled in Bond, and it is also 100 proof.
That checks out.
Yeah?
That checks out. The reason this matchup is in our blind head-to-head pool is specifically because they're both kind of fruit forward. And this is really interesting to put them side by side and see the E.H. Taylor, probably an older product by all accounts, by all reports.
Okay.
The extra oak and the roundness and the depth of the flavor comes through here. Whereas the Jack Daniel's Bonded, which is still a very good product for $30.
Yeah.
can't quite hold a candle to this, but again, the margin of victory was very narrow.
It started out wide, and then as I went back and forth, it got narrower and narrower.
Yeah, and if you like that vanilla ice cream profile, you might actually prefer the Jack Daniels.
Or if you like smoky, because I didn't get any of the things that Josh got, that's the weirdest thing, is like I got none of the stuff you got.
Real quick, because we're going great on time, can we take a sip of each and just, now that we know what they are?
Yeah.
Speak to that?
We hardly ever do this on camera.
Jack Daniels bonded. Cheers.
Okay.
Tastes like Jack Daniels, yep.
I don't even know what that means. I'm still getting the same stuff. It's kind of smoky, kind of savory.
It's got a little bit of a banana bread type of profile to it, but
Sure.
then what it introduces in addition to that is that little bit of barrel char. That's kind of a hallmark of Jack Daniels bonded over the regular black label Jack Daniels. E.H. Taylor, cheers.
Cherry. I mean, same stuff.
Cherry strawberry, sweet tart, sweetness. All the math checks out now that we know what it is.
I will say they're both 100 proof, and I feel that the E.H. Taylor drinks a little bit higher proof on the finish.
Yeah.
The finish kind of builds upon itself.
The finish lingers around a little bit. Now, here's the thing. People pay $30 for this, and it's on most shelves everywhere. This is a $50 bottle, but incredibly hard to get.
Oh.
And people pay upwards of $100, $150 or more dollars for this bottle right here.
I would pay retail for it, but I wouldn't pay above retail for it.
I'd pay $50 for it. I'd maybe pay $55. I might, if I didn't have a bottle, pay $59.99. But other than that, I would just go out to a bar.
But not $60. Only $59.99.
Other than that, I would go out to a bar and try a pour of this before you go crazy and spend astronomical amounts of money on this bottle. Try it, compare it, have the bartender, and we've done this before. I've actually, when I say we, I mean I.
Yeah.
I've done this before where I've told a bartender, hey, that's a bottle that I've never been able to buy. Can you pour me a glass of that and also pour me a glass of something else? Give them both to me. Don't tell me which one is which. I've had bartenders blind me before.
Yeah.
And you get some strange looks in the beginning, but it's fun because then you get to actually try it compared to something else. So don't lose your mind over E.H. Taylor. Great product for $50. Not much more than that. I wouldn't spend, personally speaking. Yeah. But hey, you do you, boo. Spend your money the way you want to. I just don't think I would be spending extra on this. Hopefully this has been insightful and helpful. No, that's not a word. Insightful and helpful. There we go.
Words are hard today.
It is. And hopefully it's inspired you to do some blind tastings of your own. So check the video description below if you want to grab some sample jars like these. It's not affiliated or anything like that. We just want you guys to do some blinds so that you can find out what's best for your own palate and where you want to spend your money. If our video has helped you at all, subscribe, like the video, do all the regular stuff. And that's going to be it for this one.
Absolutely. Be good to each other. And until next time,
cheers.
This is also disgusting. You want to try it?
Mixing them together? Yeah. Oh, sure. This is disgusting. You want to try it? Sure.
You do that to me all the time.
To be fair, that's kind of what this channel's about. Oh, that's not good.
I know.
That is the worst of both.
I know. It doesn't. They don't bring out the best. They take the worst. And
this is a toxic relationship.
Yeah. Let's get it away from me. I don't need that toxicity in my life.
Oh, it's getting worse.